Hi there. When using this recording, please do it in a place that's safe, and obviously never while operating machinery. Thank you. Hi, this is Joe Tracy, and welcome to this hypnosis audio or guided meditation for getting into alignment with your desires, whether it's to manifest a soulmate, abundance, or maybe even better health. First, let's begin by silencing your phone. Or if you're using a phone for this meditation, I would recommend putting it into a mode where you will not receive any unwanted calls or notifications for the next hour or so. And next, let's find a place where you'll feel 100% comfortable. Any place with a comfortable chair, bed, or a mat lying on the floor would be perfect for this session. In addition, this guided meditation or hypnotherapy session will be taking advantage of the full stereo field, which means I would highly recommend using headphones within this session to get the full experience. And to begin, let's move your attention to your breath, taking in a nice, long, deep inhale right down into your belly. Good. And then slowly let it out. And keeping your attention on your breath, while letting any other thoughts just simply drift away, let's take in another deep breath. As you notice your chest and belly expanding. And then once again, just let it out. Good. And you're feeling more and more relaxed with every single breath you take, especially compared to where you were just a few moments ago. And now, if you like, as you continue to focus on the sound of my voice, I want you to imagine yourself taking a nice long walk on the beach. Good. And noticing the ocean to the left of you and the sand beneath your feet. And pay attention closely to the ocean waves. And if you have your headphones on right now, it should be a little bit more noticeable in your left ear. And just for the next minute or so, allow yourself to really focus on the sound of the ocean and the movement of its waves. You're doing good. awareness still on your sense of hearing, can you hear the sounds of the seabirds flying over your head? Notice them flying from the left, then to the right of your own stereo field. Good. And continuing your walk down the beach, you begin to narrow your focus on your legs and your feet, as you're now walking one foot in front of the other. Can you feel the sand as you walk? Good. Now let's bring your attention now to your sense of smell. And once again, let's take in another deep breath. And then again, just slowly let it out. And with the breath you just took, were you able to make out the unique scent of the ocean and its surroundings? And let's bring your attention to your sense of sight. And as you do, you notice from a distance an old radio, which is lying next to a reclining beach chair. In fact, it's the perfect spot, as it gives you an amazing view of both the ocean and the clear blue sky. Let's begin now by walking towards that radio in that chair. And you're getting closer and closer to it. Good. And you're right there now. And when ready, take a seat. And with the beautiful blue sky and the ocean ahead of you, you begin to feel a nice breeze coming off the ocean. And the temperature is just right, as it allows for deep relaxation and surrendering to this moment. And then this breeze of relaxation begins to flow over your body, starting with your feet, relaxing all the muscles there. Allowing any tension to simply drift away as the relaxation spreads across the arches of your feet and your toes. And the relaxation now begins to spread across the ankles, the calves, and the knees, as it's now moving upwards to both your hips and thighs. And the relaxation is now moving up to your waist and stomach, noticing if it feels like you're holding something there. Perhaps you have pushed down some unwanted feelings or past experiences there. if you have, on your next breath, just allow those feelings to rise up. And then on your exhale, just allow them to drift away. Good. And now the relaxation begins to spread to your sternum, your back, the chest, and the overall upper part of your body. And the relaxation is now moving towards the area where your neck and shoulders meet, softening all the muscles there, allowing the shoulders to drop as it begins to spread down each arm, relaxing the biceps, the elbows, and the forearms. Relaxation is now moving towards your wrist, your hands, the palms, and then finally the fingertips. As it begins to move up again, back towards your neck, the throat, and the face. Relaxing the jaw, your mouth, the nose, your eyes, and behind your eyes. As the relaxation is now spreading to your forehead, then finally to the top of your head, relaxing all the little muscles there. In every part of your body now, from the tips of your toes to the top of your head, is now filled with this deep state of peace and relaxation. Now I'm going to count from 10 down to 1, and with each descending number, you'll go deeper and deeper down, and you'll be relaxed and at peace. And on number 1, you'll enter a beautiful place of both peace and tranquility. And starting now with the number 10, as you allow yourself to go deeper and deeper down. 9, relaxing more and more with each descending number. 8, drifting, floating, and gliding. 7, deeper still. 6, relaxing more with each easy breath that you take. 5, halfway there now. And when I reach number 1, you'll be 10 times more relaxed than you are right now. 4, and deeper still. 3, all the way down now. 2, almost down to that perfect place of both peace and tranquility. And 1, deeply relaxed. More relaxed than you have ever been. And for the next few minutes, allow yourself to stay in this deep state of peace and relaxation. take in a nice deep breath. And then once again, slowly let it out. And let's move our focus now to the old radio lying next to you. And with it in view, you begin to reach out with one of your hands to turn the dial. And while turning the dial clockwise, you begin to realize this isn't your typical radio. In fact, unlike your standard radio, which picks up AM and FM frequencies, the stations on this radio tend to mirror the various levels of consciousness and their emotions. And you may have seen a similar scale in the works of people such as David Hawkins or Esther Hicks. For example, the stations on the lower end of the dial represent emotions such as fear or anger. However, as you continue to move up the radio's dial, you begin to tune into higher frequencies, such as love, courage, and acceptance. And with this in mind, you begin to turn the dial towards the higher stations. And as you continue to turn it, you finally end up landing on station 540. And station 540 represents the emotion of joy, one of the best emotions for getting into alignment with your desires and your future self. And with the music still playing, you begin to get an overwhelming feeling of appreciation flowing throughout your entire body. Appreciation for the ocean, the moment, and all the amazing things that you have in your life. Perhaps you're happy about your friends, your family, your occupation, or even your health. And whatever it may be, just allow these feelings of joy and appreciation to fill up your entire body. And with these feelings of joy and appreciation, positive memories from your past begin to fill up your mind. Just allow these memories to come up to the surface of your mind for the next minute or so. And now let's begin to narrow our focus to one specific memory. The memory that stands out from the rest. One that raises your vibe and your overall state of mind. Now I'm going to count from 5 down to 1. And when I reach number 1, allow that positive memory to come up to the forefront of your mind. A memory which brought you joy, appreciation, and happiness. A time where you were completely into the moment. Going back now as far as you need to go. All while connecting to one of the most joyful scenes from your past. Moving back to that memory now, as I count from 5 down to 1, to that scene that gave you a great sense of appreciation and joy. Starting now. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're right there now. Back to one of your favorite memories. Are you indoors or outdoors? In what age do you find yourself in this scene? Are you a lot younger? Or in a similar age that you are right now? And do you find yourself alone or with other people? And how does it feel to be in your body? Can you bring up the feeling of joy from this scene? Can you increase the feeling of appreciation? And now allow these feelings to expand with your inhale as you breathe in this positive energy from this scene. And now on your exhale, just allow this energy to flow throughout your entire body. Once again, breathing in this joyful energy on the inhale, then letting it out on the exhale. As you allow this positive energy to cycle throughout your entire body. Now let's bring your focus back again to the radio. And with your body and mind in a state of appreciation and joy, you begin to wonder what's next on the emotional scale. And with a dial in one of your hands, you attempt to move it to one of the higher frequencies. And unfortunately, as you do, you begin to get the sense that something is blocking you. Maybe it's an old memory, perhaps an old belief, or maybe some stuck energy from the past. Whatever it may be, it's currently preventing you from going up in frequency. And then you realize you may need to turn the dial backwards to the lower frequencies, to go back to your past, and to let go of this old block for good. And turning the dial now towards the lower frequencies, you begin hovering over the stations in the 100s. And as you do, an old memory from your past begins to come up to the surface of your mind. An old memory that's still affecting you and your ability to get into alignment. Now I'm going to count from 10 down to 1. And when I reach number 1, you'll be going back to a scene from your past. A scene which represents your old block towards achieving your goals. Starting now. 10, 9, 8. Going back to a scene from your past. 7, 6, 5. Drifting further and further back in time, while being completely safe and at peace. Now 4, 3, 2, and almost there, and finally 1. And you're right there now, looking at a scene from your past, watching it like it's a TV screen in your mind. And where do you find yourself in this scene? Are you indoors or outdoors? And how old are you in this memory? Are you alone? Or is there someone with you? Now, if it feels safe, allow yourself to step into your body and see the scene from a first-person perspective. And in this scene, how are you feeling emotionally? How are you feeling physically? Now, with these feelings rising up in your body, and this memory still in your mind, begin to get up from the beach chair, and you start walking towards the ocean. And see yourself now moving towards the ocean and its shore, walking one foot in front of the other. Noticing how the sound of the ocean is getting louder and louder as you get closer and closer to the shore. And you're almost there now. And you're right there now, standing right next to the ocean and its shore, ready once and for all to let go of this memory. And to do this, you begin writing a word or words that represent this old memory into the sand. Words that describe it and that will help you to release it. And for the next few minutes, begin writing all the words you can think of that represent this past experience into the sand. And finally, with all the words written into the sand, you begin to stand back and observe, watching as the ocean waters now begin to move up the beach. And watching and waiting as the ocean water is now washing over your feet, and all the words you wrote into the sand. And noticing how the ocean waves now are releasing all the negativity from this past experience, as it's now being recycled by the ocean and being released from your own subconscious mind. And how does it feel to finally release this block? And now for the next few minutes, continue to write into the sand any more words or even pictures that you feel represent a block that may be preventing you from moving up in vibration. And do this now. You're doing good. Noticing how much lighter you feel with each new word that you write into the sand. Watching as the ocean waves take in and recycle all these unwanted feelings and memories for good. And you're continuing to feel lighter and lighter as these blocks are being released. As you've now created more room for allowing and intuitive guidance. In fact, you begin to get the feeling that something is calling you back to the radio. Is it possible that by releasing these blocks, it has now given you access to the higher frequencies on the radio? Let's find out now. And you're right there now. Let's begin by turning the dial clockwise again. And as you begin turning it, you notice how the radio is now fully capable of tuning into any of the stations now. In fact, you have now been granted access to the higher frequencies. And moving the dial to the right, you finally end up landing on station 600. And the stations in the 600s tend to play music that is tuned to the frequencies of peace. And the emotion of peace is another important one for getting more into alignment with your future self. You see, when you're at peace, you're detached from the outcome. And when you're detached from the outcome, you're making space for the allowing of ideas to help you manifest your desires. And with the radio set to station 600, the music begins to bring up a scene to the forefront of your mind. However, unlike the previous scenes, this one is not from your past. It's from your future. A scene where you're at total peace, and that you've manifested all your goals and desires. Let's now move to your future, as you're drifting forward easily and effortlessly, starting now. Moving forward as I count from 1 to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And you're right there now, in a scene from your future. And where are you in this scene? Are you indoors or outdoors? And allow this scene to develop more in your mind's eye. And see it almost like a TV screen in your mind. Now turn this scene into a first-person perspective, as you're now stepping into your future self and your future body. How's your life different now that you've come into alignment with all your desires? And what experiences do you want to have now that you have manifested all your goals? trying to manifest love or a soulmate. Perhaps you'd like to envision yourself traveling together. If you're attracting abundance, what types of items or experiences would you like to have? And if you're attracting better health, what does your life look like? And what activities do you want to do now that you're in better health? And just allow this scene to unfold completely in your mind for the next few minutes, especially in the area of your heart. let's further this alignment by saying the following affirmations. And you're more than welcome to say these affirmations out loud or internally. Affirmation 1. I easily give up anything that prevents me from being in total alignment with my desires and future self. I easily give up anything that prevents me from being in total alignment with my desires and future self. Affirmation 2. I lovingly release anything that keeps me from raising my vibration and staying in alignment with my future goals and future self. I lovingly release anything that keeps me from raising my vibration and staying in alignment with my future goals and self. Affirmation 3. Every day and in every way, I find new ways to raise my vibration. Every day and in every way, I find new ways to raise my vibration. Affirmation 4. My own inner guidance shows me powerful new ways to raise my vibration and to get into alignment with my desires. My own inner guidance shows me powerful new ways to raise my vibration and to get into alignment with my desires. Affirmation 5. I find great joy in living in the moment and letting go of my past. I find great joy in living in the moment and releasing my past. Affirmation 6. I recognize and receive positive opportunities from my own intuition and inner guidance system. I recognize and receive positive opportunities from my own intuition and inner guidance system. Affirmation 7. I attract experiences that support me in finding love, abundance, and great health. I attract experiences that support me in finding love, abundance, and great health. Affirmation 8. I welcome the mindset that allows me to remain at a high vibration. I welcome the mindset that allows me to remain at a high vibration. Affirmation 9. I take great pleasure in living in the moment. I take great pleasure in living in the moment. Affirmation 10. I can see that raising my vibration is changing things for me in the positive. I can see that raising my vibe is changing things for me in the positive. Affirmation 11. I'm a magnet for positivity and for finding new ways to be in a state of peace and joy. I am a magnet for positivity and for finding new ways to be in a state of peace and joy. Affirmation 12. I am comfortable in living in the present moment, as it's one of the best ways to raise my vibration and to stay in alignment with my goals and desires. I am comfortable in living in the moment, as it's one of the best ways to raise my vibe and to stay in alignment with my goals and desires. Affirmation 13. My higher self shows me positive new approaches in raising my overall vibration and emotional state. My higher self shows me positive new approaches in raising my overall vibration and emotional state. Affirmation 14. Each and every day, I find it easier and easier to remain in a state of positivity and joy. Each and every day, I find it easier and easier to remain in a state of positivity and joy. Affirmation 15. I accept who I've been as I now step into a higher frequency. I accept who I've been as I'm now stepping into a higher vibration. Affirmation 16. I am so happy and grateful for all the wonderful things I have in my life. I am so happy and grateful for all the wonderful things that I have in my life. Affirmation 17. I take great pleasure in being in a state of peace and tranquility. I take great pleasure in being in a state of peace and tranquility. Affirmation 18. I'm so happy and grateful that the universe has my back and it's guiding me in manifesting my desires. I'm so happy and grateful that the universe has my back and it's guiding me into manifesting my desires. Affirmation 19. I appreciate, love, and honor myself. I appreciate, love, and honor myself. Affirmation 20. Living in a high vibration is a natural choice for me. Living in a high vibration is a natural choice for me. Affirmation 21. Raising my overall vibration is making such a wonderful difference in my life. Raising my overall vibration is making such a wonderful difference in my life. I'm so happy and grateful for all the wonderful things I currently have in my life. And I'm allowing for more good stuff to come in. I'm so happy and grateful for all the wonderful things currently in my life. And I'm allowing for more good stuff to come in. Now in a moment, I'm going to count from 10 to 1. And if you're already in bed and ready to sleep, you can turn this audio off now, or you can just ignore the count. Starting now. 10. Bringing back with you this feeling of manifestation. 9. Looking forward to how the universe will bring this experience into your life. 8. Knowing it's just a matter of time before your dreams become your reality. 7. Feeling excited about all the synchronicities that will lead up to this manifestation. 6. Knowing that your desires will manifest at the right time. 5. Allowing yourself to feel more grounded and present. 4. Bringing more awareness to your physical body. 3. Allowing yourself to move. 2. Feeling light and free. And 1. When ready, open your eyes.